Once again, happy morning to everyone. In this video, we'll see about Unit 2, Quantum Mechanical Model of the Atom. In this video, we're going to discussing about what the theory for to propose the quantum mechanical model of the atom. The theory is called quantum mechanics. The quantum mechanics introduced by Schrödinger. So based on the quantum mechanical, he introduced the model of the atom that is called electron cloud model. We'll see what about the quantum mechanics. So before going to the topic, why we need quantum mechanics? Otherwise, what is called quantum mechanics? Otherwise, this is called as the consecutions in quantum mechanics. Now we'll see what are the consecutions in quantum mechanics. The motion of the objects that we come across in daily life can be well described using classical mechanics, which is based on the Newton's law of motions. So those days, அப்போ பழைய காலத்தில் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, the motion of the objects, ஒவ்வொரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸுடைய மோஷன்ஸையும் நம்ம டெய்லி லைஃப்பில் எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணாங்க, based on the Newton mechanics, Newton's law of motion. This Newton's law of motion, that is called as classical mechanics. The classical mechanics does not consider the dual nature of the matter, which is insignificant for the microscopic particles. As a consequence, it failed to explain the motion of microscopic particles. So இந்த classical mechanics என்ன பார்த்தோம், நம்ம டெய்லி லைஃப்பில் இருக்கிற ஆப்ஜெக்டுடைய மோஷன்ஸு எப்படி இருக்குன்றது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணது யாராக்கா கிளாசிக்கல் மெக்கானிக்ஸ். அந்த கிளாசிக்கல் மெக்கானிக்ஸ் எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறோம், பேஸ்ட் ஆன் த லா ஆஃப் த நியூட்டன் லா ஆஃப் motions. We know that the three laws is there. One is the Newton's first law, second law, and third law. So what are the laws is there? Already you discussed in the lower class. Otherwise, we will study in the physics. So the classical mechanics, it does explain only for the macroscopic, the larger particle. Does not explain the motions of microscopic particle. So the classical mechanics does not consider the dual nature of matter, which is insignificant, is significant for the microscopic particle. So microscopic particle dual nature இது வந்து consider பண்ணல. As a consequence, it fails to explain the motion of the microscopic. Otherwise என்ன பண்ணாங்க, so the classical mechanics does not explain, or it has to fails to explain the motion of the microscopic particles. Based on the Heisenberg principle and the dual nature of the microscopic particles, a new mechanics called quantum mechanics was developed. So based on the Heisenberg principle, you know what is the Heisenberg principle? It is impossible to calculate, or it is impossible to measure simultaneously both position and velocity or momentum of the microscopic particle with an absolute accuracy or certainty. Then the dual nature of microscope. What is the dual nature? The wave associated with the particle, that is called a matter wave. So based on the Heisenberg principle and the dual nature of the microscopic particle, you have new mechanics called quantum mechanics. So on the mechanics of quantum mechanics. So on those days, the classical mechanics they are followed. The classical mechanics can be explained the motion of the objects based on the Newton's law of motions. But the classical mechanics does not consider the dual nature of microscopic particle. It also fails to explain the motions of microscopic particle. அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணாங்க, ஸோ அதை ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணுறதுக்காக தான் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, they are introduced on new mechanics, that is called as a quantum mechanics. So this quantum mechanics can be based on Heisenberg principle and the dual nature of the microscopic particle. So this quantum mechanics can be developed by Erwin Schrödinger. He is an Australian scientist. Finally, in 1926, Erwin Schrödinger took the atom to its current shape. The modern description of the electron in an atom is called the quantum mechanical model and is based on the mathematical equation from the Schrödinger. So finally, in 1926, Erwin Schrödinger is given the current shape of the atom. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன ஷேப்பை ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறோமோ அது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணதுனாக்கா, so Erwin Schrödinger. So this model is called as the quantum mechanical model, or it is called as the cloud model. So this model can be explained based on the one mathematical equation from the Schrödinger. So that equation is called as Schrödinger wave equation. Erwin Schrödinger expressed the wave nature of electron in terms of differential equation. We know what is the differential equation? dy divided by dx, the differentiate equation. So this equation determines the change of wave function in space depending on the field of force in which the electron moves. So இங்க என்ன சொல்ல போறோம்னாக்கா, so the Schrödinger எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி சொன்ன wave nature வந்து in terms of differential equation. What is the differential equation? The change in position. So that's mentioned as a d dou del. So d is the dy divided by dx. What is that? The y can be changed with respect to x. So that's the dy divided by dx. Same like, so the wave nature of the electron in terms of differential equation. Here there are three differential equations there. One is called as d of, next is called as dou, next is called as del. So d is something but small change. The dou is partial change. The del is net change of the system. So in the equation, the change of wave function. What is the wave function? The wave function is a function of the position of the coordinates of the particles. ஒரு particles எந்த பொசிஷன்ல எனக்கு வந்து ரிவால்வ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, அப்படி ரிவால்வ் ஆகும்போது அதோடைய பொசிஷன் எங்க இருக்கும். ஸோ அதை பத்தி சொல்றதா நினைச்சு போறேன் வேவ் ஃபங்க்ஷன். அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி என்ன சொல்ல போறாரு, எர்வின் ஸ்காடஞ்சர் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் ஒன் ஈக்குவேஷன், தட் ஈக்குவேஷன் இஸ் கால்ட் as எர்வின் ஸ்காடஞ்சர் ஆர் ஸ்காடஞ்சர் வேவ் ஈக்குவேஷன். Now we'll see what about the Schrödinger wave equation. The time independent Schrödinger equation can be expressed h cap psi equal to E psi. இந்த h மேல ஒரு கேப் போடுறது, this is called as a h cap. Solar more symbol clear, that is called as psi. So h cap psi equal to E psi, where h cap is Hamiltonian operator. So this can be introduced by a Hamiltonian. So this is called a Hamiltonian operator. Here operator is nothing but like a addition, subtraction, multiplication and a division. So likewise this is also one of the operator. So this is called as a Hamiltonian operator. Here psi, what is psi? Psi is called as wave function. So wave function is a function of position of coordinates of the particles is denoted as psi of x, y, z. So we know that the electrons are revolve around the nucleus. So in x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, it has to coordinate with the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So that's why you have to call it as the psi of x, y, z. So the psi is nothing but wave function, the function of the position coordinates of the particle. So particle எங்கெல்லாம் coordinate ஆயிருக்கு அந்த பொசிஷனை பத்தி சொல்றதுனா சொல்ல போறோம் psi. So he is nothing but energy of the system. So the Hamiltonian operator, we have the one value h cap which is equal to minus h square divided by 8 pi square m into dou square divided by dou x square plus dou square divided by dou y square plus dou square divided by dou z square. Here dou is nothing but like இந்த ஒத்த கொம்பு சிம்பிள் போடுவேன், அந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிள் தான் சொல்ல போறேன் dou. So this is called as dou, this is called as d, this is called as a del. So if I take del, that is called as a net change of the any net change. D is a small change. The dou is called as partial change. So we are using this one, this is called as a dou. So this operator can be used in the Hamiltonian. So this operator is called a Hamiltonian operator. So Hamiltonian operator is nothing but h cap which is equal to minus h square divided by 8 pi square m into dou square divided by dou x square plus dou square divided by dou y square plus dou square divided by dou z square into plus v. So you can say here equation 2. Now substitute equation 2 in 1. So what is the equation 1? H cap psi equal to E psi. If I substitute instead of the h, we will get h square divided by 8 pi square m into dou square psi divided by dou x square plus dou square psi divided by dou y square plus dou square psi divided by dou x square plus v psi which equal to E psi. So now multiply by minus 8 pi square m divided by h square on both sides. நம்ம ரெண்டு பக்கம் என்ன பண்ண போறேன், minus 8 pi square m divided by h square. ரெண்டு சைடு நம்ம வந்து மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது we got the following equation minus 8 pi square m divided by h square into minus h square divided by 8 pi square m into dou square psi divided by dou x square plus dou square psi divided by dou y square plus dou square psi divided by dou z square plus v psi equal to minus 8 pi square m divided by h square into e psi. Here so minus into minus plus, so h square cancel, 8 pi square to cancel. So finally we get what about we will get sorry, when I multiply with all the terms, we will get the following equation minus 8 pi square m square divided by h square into minus h square divided by 8 pi square m into dou square psi divided by dou x square plus dou square psi divided by dou y square plus dou square psi divided by dou square minus 8 pi square m divided by h square into v psi equal to 8 pi square m divided by h square e psi. Now so minus into minus plus, so minus into plus 8 pi square m square, 8 pi square cancel, h square will be cancelled. So finally we will get here dou square psi divided by dou square plus dou square psi divided by dou y square plus dou square psi divided by dou z square minus 8 pi square m divided by h square into v psi. So the minus number வந்து equal to இந்த பக்கம் கொண்டு வரும்போது it became a plus. So we will get a plus 8 pi square m divided by h square e psi which is equal to 0. No, 0. When I rearrange the above equation, we will get a dou square psi divided by dou x square plus dou square psi divided by dou y square plus dou square psi divided by dou z square plus 8 pi square m divided by h square into e minus v into psi which equal to 0. The above Schrodinger wave equation does not contain any time variable. So this can be referred as a time independent Schrodinger wave equation. So we have the one more equation that is called a time dependent Schrodinger equation. That's not in our syllabus. So now here in our syllabus we have only time independent Schrodinger wave equation because of there is no any time as variable. So this equation is called as Schrodinger wave equation. So the Schrodinger wave equation, what is the general expression for that? H cap psi which is equal to E psi. Here H cap is called as Hamiltonian operator. He is a wave function. What is the wave function? Wave function is a function of position coordinates of the particles. He denoted as psi of x, y, z. He is a energy of the system. So this is a Hamiltonian operator value. If I substitute that, we will get the this equation when I multiply with minus 8 pi square m divided by h square on the both side. So finally we got a dou square side divided by dou x square plus dou square side divided by dou y square plus dou square side divided by dou z square minus 8 pi square m divided by h square v psi plus 8 pi square m divided by h square e psi which is equal to 0. If we rearrange the equation, finally we got the time independent Schrodinger wave equation. That means dou square side divided by dou x square plus dou square side divided by dou y square plus dou square side divided by dou z square plus 8 pi square m divided by h square into e minus v into psi which is equal to 0. So this equation is called as time independent Schrodinger wave equation because of the equation or the Schrodinger wave equation does not contain time as variable. So that's all about the time independent Schrodinger wave equation. Wave equation can be solved only for the certain value of E. Therefore, the total energy. That is called as the total energy. Upon the Schrodinger wave equation based on the energy of the electron. What about the value of energy or the value of E? That means the total energy. That is the energy of the system is quantized. So already हम சொன்னது தான். So அந்த சிஸ்டத்துடைய எனர்ஜி எல்லாமே என்னவா இருக்கும்? Quantized. So the total energy values are called eigenvalue. And the corresponding wave functions referenced as a atomic orbital. So என்ன சொல்ல போறாக்க அந்த total energy is called as a eigenvalue. We will see what about the eigenvalue. What is the meaning of eigen? We will see the later. Next, the corresponding wave function represent to the atomic orbital. அப்ப அந்த wave function என்ன சொல்ல போறாங்க? That is called the atomic orbital. Already I told you what the wave function. Wave function is a function of the position, the coordinates of the particles. So ஒரு particle ஒரு எந்த ஆக்சிஸ்ல எந்த இடத்துல இருக்கு கோஆர்டினேட் ஆயிருக்குமோ அந்த பொசிஷன் சொல்ல போறேன் wave function சொல்ல போறேன். Here wave function is nothing but atomic orbitals. So the energy is called as eigenvalues. So according to the Erwin-Schrodinger equation, the energy of the system is quantized. So this is the main importance of Erwin-Schrodinger wave equation. We said the eigenvalue. Such an equation, whether the operator operating on a function produce a constant time the function, is called an eigenvalue equation. This function is called as eigenfunction and the resulting numerical value called eigenvalue. Eigen here is a German word meaning self or own. So they are given the own value or the self value, that is called as a eigen. So என்ன சொல்ல போறாங்க eigen value eigen function is nothing but ஒரு ஈக்குவேஷன்ல ஒரு ஆபரேட்டர் எடுத்து நான் போறேன் ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் நம்ம ஆபரேட் பண்ணும்போது which is use same function which has multiplying with the constant. So that equation is called as eigenvalue. So that function is called as eigen function. The resulting numerical value is called as a eigenvalue. So eigen is nothing but self or own. So ஒரு ஈக்குவேஷன் எடுத்து போறோம் ஒரு ஈக்குவேஷன்ல ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் so d of x or dx. So dx போது இங்க x is a function, d is a operator. X is a function, d is a operator. அத மாதிரி எடுத்து பண்ணும்போது it just gives a same function. அதே ஃபங்க்ஷன் கொடுக்கணும். நம்ம என்ன dx which is equal to so 2x. dx which is equal to or 2x or 1x. dx which is equal to 1x. Here 1 is the eigenvalue. So x is a function. So this is called as such a equation is called as eigenvalue equation. Such a function is called as eigenfunction. That numerical value is called as a eigenvalue. Now we will see one example for the eigenvalue, eigenfunction. What about the eigenvalue equation? Now I will take the general expression for Schrodinger wave equation. H cap psi which is equal to E psi. So here h cap is a operator, psi is a function. So which is equal to or it will gives the same function psi with the multiply with the constant value E is there. So this such a equation is called as a eigenvalue equation. Here h cap is a operator, psi is a function, E is a constant. அப்போ h cap and operator ஒரு function psi வந்து நம்ம ஆபரேட் பண்ணும்போது it gives same function psi with multiply with the constant E is there. Here h cap is a operator, psi is a function, this function is called as a eigenfunction. So here gives one constant value, that is called as a E, that E is called as a eigenvalue. So this equation is called as eigenvalue equation. So that's all about the quantum mechanical model of the atom. So what about the mathematical expression about the Schrödinger wave equation?